I win today on the predictions of the weather. The weatherman didn't stand a chance at 22. Barbara went 25. I went 26. Uh, you know, it's nice to be a winner from time to time. Glad to have everybody back, and it is Tuesday, November 17th here. But, it's always nice to catch up with fellow Galaxy family members, and, of course, Jackie Guy, coming out of Saskatchewan, is coming back to join us. Absolutely elated about that. Let me do this first.
Galaxy 107 FM.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and for those of you that are watching us on YouTube right now, well, actually on Facebook Live and then later on over on YouTube. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget, hit the sub, thumb, bell, bingo. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, that way you get notifications when you see me again first up. And believe me, always nice to have new people joining us, especially coming out of the UK. I think today we're going to be joined by Jason. Believe me, what a great band. Looking forward to doing an interview with him in the very near future, just to round off the year. The year is moving so quickly these days, isn't it?
Even in this lockdown.
It has been a surreal time, but right now, 39 days until Christmas. Wow. Not long at all. If you haven't planned for it, get out there now, because believe me, with this COVID virus thing going on, you never know how much is not going to be in the shelves by Christmas. Think about it. But in the meantime, I have to take my own advice there. I really do. Otherwise, I'm damned if I do. There you go. Jackie Guy is going to be joining us right after this, but live right now. Damned if I do. Jackie, that wasn't bad, eh?
That was a great lead into it. I like it.
Thank you. Believe me, I love the work anyway, so it's easy to work with good equipment and good music. It is. Absolutely pleasure to have you back again, Jackie. How's things been going for you?
Sorry?
How's things been going for you, especially through this COVID?
I was telling Barbara there that it's kind of been picking up in our area, so it's getting a little bit crazy again. I work in the hospital, so we're getting a lot of offloading from other hospitals so they can keep the intensive care units open and ready in case they need them.
Right.
So we're very busy. Yeah.
Right. Well, my sympathy's there. We still,
Yeah.
would you believe, we're only, 28
28 what?
deaths.
25.
25 deaths. We're minimal for 5 million people, if you know what I mean. So we're not doing too bad. What we do find, we contain pretty bloody quickly. I've got to be honest with you. The government's really onto it. But starting next Thursday, which is 2 days away now, on public transport, you've got to wear the PPEs. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we have to be wearing masks everywhere now. It's been mandatory.
That's logical. I get it. I absolutely get it. But do you know something? We've got a member of parliament that's complaining because his face recognition software isn't working properly.
We got bigger problems, eh?
I had to try this. I really did. I've wanted to do it all my life, and I walked into a bank the other day with a ball cap on, sunglasses, and a mask, and they thought I was being cool.
I know.
Since when could you ever do that before?
Exactly. First year we're walking into banks and stuff with masks on are mandatory.
That's crazy. Jackie, welcome back, family member. It's nice to have you back. Let's go live.
You betcha.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 14 after 11 o'clock. It is 29 degrees.
Wow.
That's getting up there right now, isn't it? Almost 30 degrees. Weatherman said 22 degrees. That's crazy. Now, I've got to give an apology as well because earlier on this morning we were supposed to catch up with Billy McKnight coming out of Florida and the band Soul Circus Cowboys. Unfortunately for Billy, there was a few technical difficulties there, so we've rescheduled once he's able to get past those. But right now, and believe me, it's really exciting because this Thursday we're going to Africa, Kenya, Nairobi in fact, to meet up with Sauti Sol, and got to say hi to Thornell Jones Jr. as well. He's one of the Grammy selectors.
Yes.
And he's breaking them into the United States, and he reckons they're going to be up for an award. We are going to interview them Friday. #1 band, by the way, in Kenya. Absolutely stunning. So, that brings us all the way back to Saskatchewan, and believe me, I'm so happy to be joined again, once again, by our Galaxy family best friend, Jackie Guy. Jackie, pleasure to have you back.
Thank you, Grant. Thank you for having me again.
You know, I'm always looking forward to catching up with you, Jackie, and always nice to be able to play your music here at Galaxy. Of course, you know, I was damned if I didn't, to be very honest with you. So, tell me a little bit about Damned If I Do.
Well, Damned If I Do is obviously a relationship song about being stuck in it and thinking about trying to get out of it, but damned if you do and damned if you don't. So that is kind of the gist of the song.
You know, I get that, I do. In fact, I've lived that, to be honest with you.
I think a lot of people have
Josh,
lived
hi,
it.
Spring
So
Heats.
yeah, the song it was a great one to record, and even a more fun one to do a video too, because we ended up using my son in that one. So it was fun to do it. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's give a shout out to your son. What's his name?
My son is Justin. Justin Guy, hello.
Yep, there you go, Justin Guy. Absolutely pleasure to be able to talk about you and your famous mother, because believe me, she gets a huge amount of requests here at Galaxy, and it's a pleasure to be able to play her music. It really, really is. As an engineer, I don't listen to music. As a fan would, I break it down into increments and work it out and see how it goes. I can't fault this work. Not one bit. I really, really can't. So believe me, I'm very excited to be able to talk to Jackie Guy personally. Now, Jackie, you know something? It's kind of a surreal time right now, isn't it?
It sure is.
We, at the moment, are taking every precaution we possibly can, still being at level 1, though, I've got to be honest with you. We're not completely off the hook, but, well, you know, we are doing our best. It's working so far anyway, let's put it that way. But the scenario over in your way is a little bit more extreme, and I'm kind of worried. You're a hero of mine, being in the medical profession right now.
Yeah.
Are you at risk?
Well, things are picking up here in Saskatchewan, kind of in Canada. So we're really trying to buckle down, make sure people are masking and, you know, isogeling, lots of hand washing. Because, yeah, working in a hospital, they're definitely, like I said, offloading a lot to our little hospital so that the bigger centers can stay open and free for more of the emergency cases. So, yeah, everyone's trying to do their part.
So you're a psychotherapist, aren't you?
I'm a physiotherapist.
Oh,
So
sorry.
my job is to anybody that comes in that's a post-surgical orthopedic case, I get them up and walking and out of the hospital and back home as soon as possible.
Right. Well, I need a psychotherapist, to be honest with you.
We kind of do a little of everything, so maybe a little of that too.
Exactly. Believe me, I got somebody sent me this jiffy the other day about a lady who'd already had the virus shot, you know what I mean, the vaccine,
Yeah.
and she's jerking all over the place, and I went, well, I do that normally, so maybe it might straighten me out and make me normal.
Well, sometimes you gotta joke about it, huh?
Well, You do. I mean, seriously, this has been going on for a long, long time now. And what I'm scared of is where we are in New Zealand right now with this. I don't want us to get complacent. You know what I mean?
No, and that's what people have to be reminded, just try to be as diligent with, like you say, wearing the masks and keeping everyone safe.
Exactly. You know, right now, we can pat ourselves on the back to this point, but it isn't going to go away, and it isn't going away. And believe me, I think about 11 million people in the United States, was that right, this morning, have contracted it alone. This is it's more than a pandemic now. This is a world killer. And we don't want to get nonchalant about it because you can't see it, you can't.
I know. It is a very strange acting virus. Some it affects, some it doesn't, and you don't know which you're going to be, right? So
exactly,
you must stay safe.
It's a Russian roulette kind of deal, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And you really don't have a say in the matter right now. But I tell you what, there is a couple of vaccines out there at the moment. I heard Pfizer's got something that is pretty good, and so does Russia. Now, I asked the guy this morning, he's coming out of the UK, I says to him, would you trust anything that has got the name Sputnik 5 on it? I mean, seriously, would you deal with that? It's got 92% success case. Well, I'm likely to be one of the 8 that wouldn't get there. You don't have to be a Soviet astronaut, by the way, to get a shot over there, apparently. Sputnik 5, really?
Very original.
I mean, well...
Very Russian.
What do you say to that, really? That's just put out.
Maybe they're working on a second name for it, too.
Yeah.
Very Russian.
So, something that sounds, nothing too dangerous, like Sputnik. I remember, you remember the days of the Sputniks and that, don't you?
It's an interesting name.
Yeah, I would have thought of something other than that, that's for sure. But having said that, I'm interested in He'll Feed Me. Now tell me all about this, because this is a fantastic piece of work.
I thank you for that. This song I wrote after we got robbed at our house. We were away, and I have a lot of children. I have 7. They're not all at home anymore, but we came back and the place had been robbed and the vehicle's stolen because they got a hold of car keys, and so they went off with a lot of things, and just the whole personal thing of coming into someone's home and having your place kind of ransacked was really hard, especially on my youngest daughter. But I remember in the midst of it, my husband was dealing with insurance and trying to get a fair, deal on the car that had been taken and all that, and he was getting a little worked up. And I remember just saying to him before I went out to pick raspberries in the raspberry garden, I said, if he feeds the birds, he'll feed us, and which is a Bible, passage, of course. And when I went out to pick my raspberries, there was a bird that was in the raspberry patch, and it just came right up beside me, and the whole time I was picking, it was just right there. So it was my sign to write that as a song, and lo and behold, the song He'll Feed Me came about, and is one of the more special ones that I've written. So that's the storyline behind that.
Well, I got to be honest with you, it's a little bit of a fave of mine with Jackie Guy. It really, really is. Hate the violation feeling of somebody robbing you or anything like that and breaking into your house. Had it done to me once before as well, so I can fully understand. These days, I just leave a sign at the gate going, "Go on, I dare you," and especially, have a look at my underwear drawer. You might feel sorry for me. Anyway, right here at Galaxy 107 is Jackie Guy live, and He'll Feed Me. Only because I've got a couple of very, very big dogs and nobody's going to get on this property.
Well, and we have dogs as well, Grant. So I was quite surprised that the guy actually got away with getting in and yeah, taking his time.
Unreal.
We're on an acreage, so we have lots of space out here. But yeah,
Okay.
they had the dogs and everything searching. They just didn't find them.
Wow, wow. We're in the CBD, if you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
but we have an element, and well, we have to protect ourselves against those. And you know, there's actually a little period of time where there's absolutely nobody in the station from time to time, and you can you can guarantee that that would be the time.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we have a couple of very, very big security guards, let's put it that way, that will bite when they're on duty. They're gentle as puppies otherwise, you know what I mean? But when they're on duty, they know they're working, and my God, I feel sorry for anybody that would even dare. Other than that, if you get to my underwear drawer, please help yourself.
Or perhaps leave some
You're
new
selling
ones.
better guard dogs than what I have then.
Oh dear. Mine are good for Sundays, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Holy. Let's go back to the news. I'm sorry, Jackie, gosh.
No.
Talking about undies, I don't know, Grant.
That's right, you're right. Here at Galaxy 107 FM, 27 after 11 o'clock, 27 degrees. Believe me. Jackie, do you remember the last time we spoke? I did a reference to Darth Vader and that wandy sword thing that he's got. It's still happening. She's still doing it, you know. I've got to duck out of the way all the time. You got to be. It's scary sometimes. I see you. Really, she really is. You got to. I tell you what, it's a hard hat area. You just got to get out of the way really quickly, or you might lose something.
She's getting every angle.
Oh, yes, believe me, and she's good at it. Yeah, as you said, you know, she's really doing it. She really is. Now, at the same time, Jackie, the last time we met up, I think we released the song that shouldn't have been released at the time.
No, it's not her.
And
That
well,
was Tracy.
another one.
Yeah,
okay,
Tracy.
okay. No, just been told the wrong person, but I do remember that we did. I did it anyway. The last time because it was such a special song. I love it. I love it. I love it. And
Thank you.
I can't wait to get into the nitty gritty of this one because believe me, I love the whole ensemble of this, how it's been constructed. Let's go right back to the writing and the words that are part of this. How did you come to the words? But more importantly, how long did it take you to write this? Because this is a piece of art.
Well, thank you. This one actually didn't take me that long to write because I think it's been the story kind of my life, and I think a story of a lot of people's lives. Kind of working towards music, working hard, lots of roadblocks. You know, you hit so many roadblocks when you're trying to follow your dreams, and the whole storyline is not, you know, not giving up, persevering. And like you said, sometimes having people really with you in the beginning, and sometimes they dwindle away and you feel kind of that support system fade a bit, but you have to keep at it, you have to keep going. And this song was very special to me, so I ended up making it the title of the entire album, the I Did It Anyway album, because it was the whole story just wrapped up in the album, and there were a lot of roadblocks to making this album, as I probably mentioned on the last conversation, with you know, trying to apply for music grants so that you can cover the costs and expenses of creating your art, and not getting the grant, but saying, well, I'm going to do it anyway, slowly and surely. I'll just keep plugging it away and we'll get it eventually finished. And then my father passing away, which I dedicate the album to, in the midst of the writing, the songwriting, and overcoming that, and it just seemed one thing after the other. And even though I said it was my third album that I completed, it was probably the most difficult one to complete, and yet probably the most special one that I've created. So I did it anyway, in a nutshell.
You know, Jackie, that's what I like about you, to be honest, because it's a little bit of defiance in there. That just absolutely stands out. It really does. Jackie Guy, coming out of Saskatchewan with I Did It Anyway. I see you got a few. How many copies have you got? Can we have a couple of copies to give away?
You know, yes, if I can get your mailing address, I'm going to mail you a little surprise package.
Bingo. Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get Barbara to send that to you.
Absolutely, and then I'll ship you a little gift pack.
Nice, nice. Love that.
Forward to Christmas.
Nice. You know something? I got a package the other day. Now, the most random thing I'd ever come across was a voodoo doll.
Oh. How do you take that?
You give it away.
You know, I don't want to mess with. I don't want to mess with that. Yeah.
Did it look like you?
No, it didn't. It didn't have my eyes. You know, I love the thought of it and everything. It was done in all love and care, to be honest, from the person that sent it to me. And she comes out of the area that does that kind of stuff.
Witchcraft, yeah.
Well, with Physio Grant, I'm also skilled in acupuncture, so maybe there's a connection there, yeah?
Well, you never know. You know, there's a good point to that. Or more.
Yeah, all mine does acupuncture.
Oh, no. Interesting. Do you heat them up?
I typically don't, but you can use, you can do moxa. I have done it, yes.
Okay.
Energy points, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Be able to have a barbecue at the same time.
Yeah, we know all these professional people and we can't use their services.
You can use it as a physio treatment, of
No,
course, right? For
you-
pain management and things like that. So,
Just slide a hot plate over top, throw a steak on.
yeah.
Two things at once, you know. Yeah.
Right, move on. It's a really beautiful track, Jackie. I love it.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I did it anyway. Jackie Guy joining us live here, coming out of Saskatchewan, and it's an absolute pleasure to catch up with Jackie. It really, really is. We've formed quite a good relationship between us. I really got to admit, and I'm so happy to be able to have you back again, now, Jackie.
Yes.
Anything in the pipeline for new music coming up in the near future?
Yes, we were a little slow with this COVID hanging out, doing up a Christmas carol, but we're off to a recording studio this coming weekend to actually do one up, so it may not be ready for this year, but it'll be ready for next year, and we are hoping to get a video done up during the winter season here as well, so that it's all good and ready for the release when we do it next year. So next Christmas, look for that.
I am absolutely, I love Christmas. I do.
Me too.
You know, it's just one of those periods of time where, well, yeah, I can fit a red suit too, by the way.
Having 3 days
Jackie.
before Christmas, that's
We're looking
why.
forward to Christmas for sure.
Nice. Now, please, please, please don't forget us and pass a copy on. We would love to be able to talk about that. And or any new music you're going to release to anywhere in the world, please keep us in mind. We want to be able to come back and have you come back again. And, you know, well, maybe laugh at me because, you know, everybody does.
Sounds good, Grant.
Nice. Don't go anywhere just yet, but thank you for joining us. Coming out of Saskatchewan, for you guys that are joining us on Facebook Live. Did Jason join us?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. From the band Wounded Spirit,
Steve from
coming out of the UK. What a stunning, stunning track that is. We're going to be meeting up with them in December.
Nickel slots.
Sorry?
Nickel slots. Steve's
Nickel Slots. We're going to be doing them very, very shortly.
No, they're online.
They're online right now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, looking forward to catching up with you. Don't forget, yeah, it's that time of the year, and I'm going to be
Christmas.
playing the heck out of your Christmas song as well. You know that. Nice to have you guys. Steve Admiral? Yep, absolutely stunning. Nice to have you. And thank you for joining us. Jackie, absolute pleasure. Again, I love, love, love catching up with you. Please come back again. We would love to be able to have you and talk about brands making new music. And please take care of yourself. You're a frontliner, and we don't want to lose you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thank you. Will do.
Stay there, Jackie. But in the meantime, here's the La-Las, and there she